Hello, everyone. I thought today I would say a few things about addiction. Um, Now, because addiction, we all know about the usual, the drugs, the alcohol, and there's some other obvious ones. Um, there's also screen addiction, addiction to over-exercising. One of mine is also caretaking. So taking care of others when I'm actually neglecting myself or not taking care of myself. I listened to a video this morning about anorexia. I'm not wanting to listen to this one because it's a bit close to home. I don't have anorexia, I don't have bulimia, but I definitely struggle with needing to control what I eat, staying a certain weight and a certain weight range. Um, so, and this teacher says something very interesting. She was talking about anorexia, and then I was thinking about addiction in general because the whole point of addictive behaviors is to make us feel better, to change the way we feel so we can get that euphoric high. When I'm, let's say, taking care of someone, even if I'm neglecting myself, that doesn't matter. What I'm running on is the high of feeling special, needed, wanted. I feel like a hero, a really good person. Um, and I can feel godlike. I'm a rescuer. Um, and when I'm controlling what I eat, so I'm not overeating and I'm not undereating too much with my relationship with food. I don't go too much of an extreme, as in bulimia and anorexia. I keep it a bit more manageable. Um, but the feeling I have, and this really struck me when I was thinking about this, the feeling I have is when my body isn't too full, but not too empty, but it's a bit on the edge there. I feel pure, innocent, clean, light, magical, more spiritual, closer to God, lighter, less in the body. And I know for most addictions, I think this is what's happening. We're definitely not in the body, and we have that kind of spirit feeling of invincibility, magical, hero-like, and in a creative, free place. And it's interesting because the truth is we are trapped, but it doesn't feel like that in the moment. So this teacher said a way to get out of this addictive relationship, because people think, well, we have to control the addiction and deny ourselves our substance or behavior. And what this teacher was saying actually is, how can we bring that we're trying to get through the addiction into our life without the behavior or the substance? And I know she's right, but for myself, what I have found, an easier way to get to that place, which is actually getting in relationship with myself in a gentle, more self-accepting way, so the way for me to get there has been through, and I've talked about Irene Lyon and the exercises that she teaches, the somatic exercises. So you're simply feeling what it's feeling like to be in your body whenever you're doing something. Let's say standing up. How does it feel to actually stand slowly? What muscles are you using? Or to touch my forearm with my other hand, what does that feel like? Is how does my skin feel? What is the physiology of the sensation? And what happened for me when I was doing these exercises, it was very startling. I couldn't believe how much nausea I felt and how much terror I felt. And I understand that is what it was like for me growing up, because these were my body memories coming. And so I understand my addiction behaviors are supporting me to avoid those feelings, avoid feeling in my body. So the way to move forwards with this for me is to, how can I be more gentle in my relationship with myself? How can I be, I won't use the word loving because that feels too big a word, but more self-accepting and kinder to myself. And so bit by bit, I'm learning to do that. And my addictive behaviors, my food control, my caretaking, I'm still doing them. But I'm also aware of when I'm starting to cross the line into being mean with myself. So I'm pulling back more, and I'm going slowly with this. And the other thing to remember, in a sense, it's about, this is a big piece. It's about becoming friends with our addiction instead of treating it as the enemy. Like, what's really going on there? Why am I doing this? How does it serve me? And the truth is that we have these behaviors because at one point in our life was unmanageable. It was scary, it was crazy making. And we were surrounded by our caregivers who were not safe. So we created a mindset in order to create order in the crazy and to stay safe. And then as we get older, those mindsets become these addictive, inflexible, harsh ways of living. But we needed to do those when we were little. And so it's to have compassion and gentleness and to understand that we wouldn't have survived without those behaviors. And so it's just about taking the edges off and tweaking them. Obviously, if we're in full-blown self-destructive addiction, then that's a bit different. But for myself, I don't go to those places because it's really important that I don't become a burden and I can continue taking care of people. And if I'm too broken and messed up, I can't do that. So I do have to keep things in a manageable place. So I can keep up appearances, keep fueling my addiction, so to speak. But I'm finding in the middle of all that sanity. I'm finding in the middle of all that simply this landing in more gentle, kinder ways with myself, and just slowly, gently, little steps shifting. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening. Take care. Bye.